Today we are visiting Beyond, one of the most famous real estate developers in Dubai. It's actually a subsidiary of Omniyat, which Omniyat is quite a luxurious developer, and they have the Dorchester collection, if you know about the Dorchester collection. So they have started this subsidiary to allow people to enter at a lower price point. So today we are in the sales center. We're going to get a full brief. You don't have to visit the office yourself. You can just watch this video. And we try to give as much value as possible with the most transparency as possible. So if you have any questions, just drop your comments below and we will answer them once we see them. We are now on Mina Rashid, two of the most anticipated projects, one on Mina Rashid and the other one is in Dubai Islands. Both are waterfront. Waterfront properties are like, they appreciate the most. And even when there are crises or when there's an economic crisis happens, this is the best place to be. So let's get right into it. About Beyond in general, like, can you just tell us like a brief about Beyond?
Okay.
How it started or...
Super. Yeah. So Omniyat is a brand that's been in Dubai present for about 2 decades.
Okay.
In these 2 decades, they have been working on bringing luxury to residents.
Yeah.
This means where to position people, how to say hi, where to position towels, who brings you coffee, all of those things that matter when you try to get spoiled. Hospitality.
Yeah.
And the owner has said he wants to build communities.
He's Iraqi.
Iraqi-Iranian, I believe. Yeah. Magdi Amjad. He said, you know what, we want to build communities, but if I build a community of 15 towers, entry point is 34 million dirhams, will it sell out? Stop. Okay. So he said, to capture bigger part of the market, we're going to lower the entry point, we're going to make it entry-level luxury, which means you'll get natural materials, you'll get marble, you'll get proper stone, you'll get wood, timber, properly processed, you have spacious layouts, and with that, we're offering to people community living on islands. So currently we don't have any project that is inland.
Okay.
Everything is waterfront and beachfront.
Okay.
This again brings luxury and island living. Which again, as we spoke, what was it? Waterfront was 105% in 5-year cycle, beachfront was 135, which is, it's up to you. You want to sell
the
it?
land, which is
exactly 50.
30 to 50.
What do you want to pick?
Yeah.
You know, this that gives you risk, or this that globally has been approved that it makes money. It's up your pick. Yeah?
Okay.
When we're speaking about Beyond, important thing, we go along with the 2040 strategy to make Dubai a livable place.
Okay.
But you can ask your clients, you can ask yourselves, if I have a client or my own family, will I put them into 600 square feet apartment or will I put them into 900 square feet apartment? What do I do?
Okay. So
What will be
the sizes,
sizes are huge. 880, 900 square feet approximately. There'll be variations. And typically developers would give you a dilemma. Do you want to have kitchen counter or do you want to have dining space? You cannot have both.
Okay.
They sacrifice space. But we said no. We're going to give you the kitchen counter, we're going to give you dining space, as well powder room outside, and we're going to give you a bathroom that's attached. Which you really had to cut down the sizing with developers back then. But we keep it huge sizes.
How is it?
Typically they're normal, average size. Which means that if you have 900 square feet apartment, you'll have maybe 80, 76, 85 square feet balconies. So again, it's enough to go outside to have coffee, but the internal space is going to be huge. Okay. That's the important thing, because Dubai is now bringing people that want to live here and raise their families. And you're not going to do it in 540 square feet, 1 bedroom.
Can you maybe list the amenities in each, like what kind of amenities would they have in this project, like at least this project?
Okay, so quickly put, as we went from the beach on, you have the access to the natural sea, you have the beach, you have different sporting activities from volleyball, paddle, the little badminton, surfing. You go here, you have the boardwalk, multiple kilometers of walking surfaces, cycling surfaces. Then you have different beach clubs. Every single hotel and beach club will have their own set of amenities, meaning that you have food and beverage. Of course, you have the sandy beach of a beach club on the beach. Then you'll have paddle and tennis courts over here. You have different F&B where you can go and enjoy. Then as we're going inside here, this is the so-called Zen Garden, which you will have a pool with the waterfall over there. And inside of each building, you'll have observation decks. There'll be business rooms. There'll be, again, wellness spaces. So again, you can book your manicure, pedicure, you name it. There'll be massage centers. And maybe as we're recording, you can come closer so maybe we can have a look. On the ground floor, you will see here huge fitness gym, which will remind you of the ones that are in the mall or warehouses where you're paying, tens of 15,000 dirhams every single year to attend. Techno gym equipment over here. And then towards the right side, you'll have kids education center. Inside you'll have business room, cigar lounges, lots of places to, do your daily activities.
Okay. Cigar lounge also.
Yeah. You can do shisha as well there.
Okay. Is it launched yet, or we don't know? What's happening?
So we launched the entire community. The first 3 residential towers over here have been launched. The first 2 have been successfully sold. Even the third one, the Tower C, there's a couple of units left. So what we do have is here on higher floors, you'll have 3 bedrooms available, anywhere from 7.8 to 8 million, with a view of Bay Villas, beach, sea, and then on the other side you will see the skyline of Dubai. So it's a nice view, very important. This is another important factor. Where that gentleman is standing, you'll see sunrise every single day. And the sunrise will go across the community and it will come down exactly where the camera is.
Okay.
So that's the sunset during the summer. During the winter, the sunset is going to fall down here. So it means the whole community is looking towards the preferred orientation globally. Globally, you have California, you have Spain, you have Italy, wherever. West Coast is always appreciating more because of the sunset into the ocean.
Okay.
Speaking of sunset, we particularly designed community to play around with a couple of things. Nature. So it means that there's going to be 70% of greenery and water. The whole community is very open. You can see a lot of passageways because we wanted to make sure that it's properly windy so that there's going to be fresh air here, so it's fresh. And number 3, of course, we're playing with shadow and light. Meaning that, first of all, the community is facing the sunset, and the third one, as much as possible, we've oriented the towers towards the sunset, but including from the ceiling to the floor, you have 3.3 meters with windows.
Okay.
So it will make you feel very open and spacious and light. And this would be, let's say, basically under the line, the Japanese style of living. I believe they call it ikigai.
Okay. And how about these?
This is to be announced.
Okay.
If I had information, I'd love to share it with you.
Okay. So any idea what to expect? Or?
The one thing that is for sure, whether it's Maritime City, whether it's Dubai Islands, from tower to tower, we'll be increasing the prices.
Okay.
So if there's a
you
huge...
don't launch everything at once?
No.
Tower by tower?
No. Tower by tower.
And if someone wants to already submit any expression of interest for any of these towers?
So only thing I would need from you is to make sure that you get the passport. We do 100,000 dirhams booking, which will be on the corporate account, which means it's safe. I will write a request to head of sales to next launch, 1 bedroom orientation towards the sun, towards the beach, whatever it is, and the company name. And then as soon as we have information, that's when we would start allocating. This is either here or it's for pass or anywhere else. Allocation means there's a specific unit assigned to the client. You have time to deliver it to the client. They can study the floor plans if they want. They can understand the pricing. They have a choice to say yes or no. If no, I will immediately initiate the refund so that we don't wait with that. But if yes, the booking is done. And then of course they have to continue with the payment of 10% immediately. And then within the next 2 to 3 weeks, they should do 10 plus 4. So 24 is finished as soon as possible.
Okay.
Booking form is going to be initiated immediately. SPA is going to be immediately after 10%.
Okay.
So the sooner we get it done, the better.
Payment methods, what do you accept?
Anything. So crypto is doable full cash, so 104% of cash. They can do bank wire, they can do manager's check, they can do normal check, third-party forms, all of that will go. I think even if you try to bring gold down here, maybe we'll be able to find a solution.
Okay. So what's the process of the booking like? Is there like a launch day, specific launch day, or what will happen? Can you just briefly tell us? Like,
So we always optimize the booking way, especially for new launches, because we want to make sure that all the agents and clients get the units that they wanted. So for example, Tower A and Tower B were launched here. Whoever comes first gets served first, because we sold it, both of them we sold from 8 o'clock we started selling, by 10 o'clock it was sold out. We said that, all right, all the EOIs, everything that was left, we started allocating. And when the allocation was done for this tower, then we opened the booking for everyone. So for example, you tell me you want to book a 3-bedroom unit over here.
Okay.
All I need is your passport and a client telling, yes, I will immediately pay 100,000 dirhams. I send him a payment link, they pay, I make a booking, and then it's done. For new launches, especially how we seen it in Paso, we collect EOIs, passport, 100,000 dirhams payment, and preferred unit. We do have floor plans in advance, so we'll be able to say 718, 820, 911. You're able to choose, and then you get allocation.
Okay. And is there like a priority for first come first serve or something like this, or does it matter?
Absolutely. The sooner we can get the email through for request per unit, the better it is.
And what is the average price per square foot like in this?
Here,
what to expect here also?
So the standard here, we were launching at around 3,000 dirhams per square foot. 3,300, 3,500. And here we kept it as the second tower. So here maybe you're looking at 3,800. And then slowly we'll be increasing the prices, which is good because the investors who come early, they're kind of taking the most risk. Yeah? Which means they're buying it at 3,000, but in the end, their reward will be sweeter. The investors that are coming in the middle, they already see the huge demand. They have to pay the extra 100 dirhams, 200 dirhams per square foot. They will still get the great returns. And the investors that are coming over here, they know that the community has been a huge success. They will still make the increase. Why? Because competition, for example, across there where we have another developer, is selling right now at 4,000 dirhams per square foot. We know that Blue Waters is selling 4.5 plus. So we already know that we're under the market value. It's just within the community when the clients will have to decide, do I want to enter early? Do I want to enter late? This will be on them.
Anything else we need to know?
Paso. Palm.
Can you maybe show the location first?
Absolutely.
So you know where we are.
So after you take the tunnel underwater, you go past Omniyat, and then this is the location.
Ah, nice. So it's this side?
This side.
Ah, okay.
So what we're looking at would be this,
Okay.
which is located on the west crescent of the Palm. What's really important here is to understand that in the last 15 years, Palm has become a brand of luxury, hospitality, and kind of the center of beach island living globally. So everybody knows Palm. And this is also very important because we had a couple of crises in between, whether it was a war crisis, whether it was COVID, whether it was been a economical crisis. You know that the epicenter of luxury and lifestyle and of course money, it barely moved that much. So it means that waterfront and beach, it's, let's say to a point, more conservative than any other investment that tends to move in pricing. Okay. Specifically, the Palm, it's standing out because it's a beachfront residences across all the Palm. And what you're seeing here is Paso, which is located between, let's say, the hubs of hospitality globally. So on one side, you have the 8 with a couple of beach-style resorts. And on the other side, on the Paso's right side, you have Kempinski with the raffles afterwards. And there's a couple of other residential or hotel residences on the same crescent, which means that this is the part of the Palm that they know how to cater to the hospitality. It's 2 towers of Paso. Altogether, it will be slightly over 500 units. Specifically, we're catering here to the level of living and hospitality that you only get in high-level hotels. Meaning that there's going to be staff on site that will make sure that all your needs and requirements are met. From cafes, again, cigar lounges, spa, wellnesses, this over 50 meters of the pool, access to the 260 meters of private beach, only for the residents, all the way up to the 15th floor observation deck. Observation deck on the other building.
Is this like a park on top? Or what?
Yeah, and especially over here you have 360 degrees infinity pool. Nice. Which is very important to understand because other products on the Palm, mostly it will be residential / hotel, and all the pool amenities are tied to the hotel. So residents still have to come and take money out of their pocket and pay.
Okay.
There's other products that are also in the market, very famous. That's how they will operate.
Okay.
And here, it's not like that. You're a resident, you take an elevator, you get there and you enjoy. You want to go on an observation deck with the infinity pool, you go up there, you enjoy. The only payable wellness that you have is behind the Tower A. I'll show you, it's on the 13th floor, where you get really the service that you get in any wellness or spa on the Palm. Meaning that you're gonna have the professionals there to do Swedish massage, to do sports massage, to do hot stone, mud bath. All of that will be incorporated. Only thing you need to do is, of course, book it on the application.
Okay. And what are these like? I'm very interested in these.
Super.
Are they still available first?
Some of them are. So on this side, you have 3 mansions, roughly
Mansion.
12,000 square feet.
Okay.
They come with 6 parking. The garage entry point is under the ground. Private elevator to the mansion. All of them will have pool behind. They'll have observation deck with a cafe deck, and on top of it, you will have enough space to have dinners during the day or the evening, and so on. And then you have a bit of park on the side, and the whole style of it is gonna remind us of the back of a yacht.
Yeah, it looks like very futuristic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is 110 million, it's one of the most
110.
optimal entry points into the Palm, into the beach, especially if you consider that you take your steps down, 10 meters, you're on the beach.
Okay.
Which competition in the area, either it's old, a decade-old villas, which will not come under 100 million. They will not come with a set of amenities, because all the residents of the mansions, they can use all of the amenities that Paso will offer. They can even go into the lobby and all the way up to the observation deck.
But inside the mansion itself, what is
6
available
bedrooms.
there? Okay.
You obviously have all the nice layouts of any normal villa, meaning that at the bottom you will have a nice view from your living room, from your dining room. The kitchen is going to be there as well. Open kitchen, of course, dirty kitchen hidden slightly away. There's going to be maid's room at the back. You will have the first and the second floor. This is where you're going to have all the other bedrooms. Specifically on the top floor, you have the master bedroom. Of course, the master bedroom has to open to the biggest views.
Okay.
Speaking of the views, in this direction, if you follow the beach, over here you will see Atlantis the Royal. So it's the tallest building. This is the 3rd tallest building on the Palm.
How many floors?
14 plus 1. So G plus 14 plus 1.
Okay. Yeah.
So as we go across, you have the view of the Palm. Behind the camera, this is where you will have Atlantis, the Burj Al Arab. Then you go towards the right side. This is where you will see the outskirts of Dubai, so nice skyline. But the important thing is, there's nothing that beats the views of sunrise. So every single morning you'll have a sunrise when you wake up. The sun goes across and it falls down there into the water. So this side is called the Beach Elite. So anytime we're going to look at quotations, we have the Beach Elite view. And the other side is going to be the nice sunset, which again, it will matter to end users what they want.
What is the entry price in this project?
Super, we'll cover it. This is the view every single evening.
That's from the other side.
This is on the other side, second floor.
Sunset view.
And here we have up to 14. So we covered 100 million, 110 million mansions, 6 bedroom.
So basically, these mansions, they are designed to have access to the amenities, but also have like something unique within the project.
Yeah.
Because if they have the same thing outside, it would be maybe 200 plus. Right.
At least.
The price.
There are some projects down on towards the end of the West Crescent that will be 270, 230, and 170. But again, 170 is the one that does not have the access to the beach.
Oh, okay.
And even so, if you're looking at what you get, any community in Dubai, villa community, townhouse community, they will have a center. They have a gym there. Maybe they'll have some cinema and a pool.
Yeah.
That's very basic. But here you have mansion with access to the pool and beach area.
Okay.
Yeah. Then if we look from 6 bedroom, we hop over here where you will have 5 bedrooms. They will cost you 58 million, 68 million. It's a penthouse, huge spacing, of course, high floor, the views all around. Then you'll have 4 bedrooms and duplexes. Those will again cost you around 40 million. This type of units, we're not even selling as per price, but we're selling depending on the offer. So there's a buyer who's willing to offer 57, we will consider it, and then we'll give maybe counter offer. And this is how we sell these top units. Then we got 3 bedrooms, anywhere in here or over here. Consider them 14 or 15 million dirhams. They will be anywhere from 2,200 plus square feet, huge. That means it's 3 plus made.
Is there any like special treatment if someone wants to get any of these mansions or even the penthouse? Like,
In what terms special treatment?
Like, do they just come here and just book it straight, like with us, or?
Of course, that would be the easy way. But if there's any other option, maybe it's just an interest, expression of interest.
Yeah.
Hello, this is my buyer's words. The buyer says, I am interested in purchasing one of the villas. And of course, then we'll organize. Because again, some people do walk in here and they take multiple units like this. Yep. But some people would like to be treated in a slightly different way. You can of course
do the entry price, like for.
So as we're getting down from 6 bedroom, 5, 4, we had 3. Inside here, you'll also have 2 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms will cost you the minimal one, 6.2 million, all the way up to 10 million.
Size?
There will be 1,300, 1,400 square feet and up. Of course, the lower entry point will be here, which means that either you have a sunset view or you have a bit of a beach view. Of course, here you have the 8, which is about 7 floors. So if you're picking anything here, you have 6.2, 6.3, 2 bedroom over here.
2 bedroom. No 1 bedrooms?
There will be, but very limited. The 1 bedrooms, they will be here.
Okay. And the starting of these ones?
Here they will be considered 4.6 to 5 million.
So they can see the sea still?
Yeah, so here you will look past the 8. You can see this is the pathway, and here it's open. So you have the sunset view. And also when you come to the balcony, you look down the boulevard over here, you see the sea. Okay. But to have the proper sea view, I want to invite you over. You'll have here 1 bedroom. This one will cost you 4.6 million.
Okay.
Or if we go around, another 1 bedroom, roughly 900 square feet, sunset view, 5.1 million. So we're here. Which is again, even on this side, you can see lots of park, nicely golf course style cut grass with 2 waterfalls as you enter, with the sunset view and of course the beach. And you can see the elevation here is going to be 2 meters
so you
elevation.
can see the actual.
You're already highly elevated. And here, this is the spa area that I was talking about. So it's on the 13th floor. You see the pool here, so you can really come here and relax. And another thing, this is the garage where you enter for all the residents. Of course, majority of the residents will be using the valet parking over here. Okay. So if you come here, you can shop.
Is it included, the valet?
Yeah. Yes. Techno gym.
Each unit comes with like 1 parking or?
1 bedroom, 1 parking. 2 bedroom, 1 parking. 3 bedroom, 2 parkings. And then of course the villas and the mansions will have 6. Then duplexes 4 and 5 depending, and 3 to 4.
And if someone wants to like purchase another parking,
you can always do that.
It's possible.
Any developer will do that. Yeah. Techno gym equipment here, another pool area. So even the units over here will have a very nice one. The 1 bedrooms here. This one, the corner one, went for 4.1. This is the lowest end.
Wow.
Can I entertain you for another thing?
Sure.
So when you're looking at entry points, if you look at the similar products, that means hospitality, amenities, the style of living that you get from materials on the floor plans. If you're looking at a 2 bedroom, Atlantis Dorol or anything similar, it will cost you back in the days 22, 23 million. I think nowadays you can even find it 19 million. And let's say that 30% of it is brand name. Even if you take from 19 million, you take 5, 6 million away, you're sitting at what, 12, 13 million for a 2 bedroom. Here the entry point, or let's say an average price would be 8 million. So you're sitting 4 million under the market value. It's going to be a brand new product. By the time this is finished in 29, the competition in the area will be 9, 10 years old. And here you get a completely new access. So you stand to make money out of it if you need, but majority of people here will love to own it for themselves, and they're looking for it for their luxury living.
Okay. And like any idea like what kind of or what type of clientele do you usually get for these kind of projects?
Everybody comes here. Everybody comes here as an investment.
Okay.
Because it's 60-40 payment plan, so it means this on 60%, they are already standing to make money because this is one of the last plots available on the Palm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's one more that's public and one more that's not public. Either way, you're not going to find prices below 10,000 dirhams per square foot. Here you get 7,000 dirhams per square foot. So that's the gap in between. Yeah. People come here, they say, no, I want to make an investment. But in the end, the more they look through the brochure, they're like, maybe I will utilize it. And then where they're sending the first transaction, they're saying, oh, I cannot wait to live in here. So it's from investment purpose, they kind of want to
they move
stay.
Stay.
Consider it like this. Some people are collectors. They like to have something in Atlantis the Royal, but some people like to flash with a brand new product. When AP releases a new AP, everybody goes to it. Of course, if you have a history, you'll go there, you'll get it. It's the same here. This will be the newest product on the Palm.
Okay,
so
because everything else is like outdated.
Exactly. Not just that, there's another developer that has similar style where you'll have buildings, you'll have hotel residences, but in front of it you'll have another set of residences which are from hotel.
Okay.
So what they're selling is sea view with the view of a hotel that is giving you 9,000, 10,000 dirhams per square foot price. So the fact that we oriented it in a way where you have the view, nothing is obstructed, that's where people start to kind of understand, okay, there's nothing like it on the Palm.
Yeah. And what's the difference between this side and the back side? Like the view-wise or entry-wise?
Don't take it from a perspective of front view or back view.
Yeah.
This is the mentality of other developers that will make you, this is the front view and the back view, the back units, whatever. We don't do that.
Because it's a lifestyle.
So if you look at the canyon, you see how the towers, we could easily position towers to have front and back view. But we said no, we're going to twist them around so that these units over here will get the forest view and the sea view. The units here on this side, they're looking towards the Burj Khalifa and then the coastline of Dubai. Okay. If you look at the units on that other side, you have the view of the sunset and the ocean. And if you're looking at the units close to this side, so here, you're looking past the forest and into the ocean. And you tell me which view is the best. They're equally...
So it's a matter of preference.
Exactly.
Does it make a difference in the price?
Not necessarily. The difference in the price will come from elevation and the size.
Okay.
That's the only...
And what would you say to people like who would say, for example, like nothing has been handed over yet, for example? Yeah. What would you say to them?
Yeah. I mean, there's always, there's going to be a history of result, which is Omniyat. Omniyat is not a different company. It's still the same company, it's Omniyat Group, with Omniyat for high tickets. So we have 20 years of experience. You see many towers in Business Bay have been handed over. There's a lot of Dorchester collection, and always there's going to be some critiques. Yeah. But the critiques that matter is the ones that say, okay, Omniyat has a high level of quality, worthy enough of Dorchester collection. You cannot have, Ellington does not have that, MR does not have Dorchester collection. No other developer has Dorchester collection. And this has been approved in London, in Rome, in France, in Paris. So the results are there.
Okay.
Just, you need to understand that the buildings here, they'll be finished in 3 years, but they can always go check Omniyat if they'll be able to get in. So
this was very thorough briefing. Appreciate it. We'll be back for sure.
Super.
Yeah.
Hopefully with clients.
Vibes are good.
I'll send you my IBAN. We said 6,000 for the briefing, right? She's recording.
Now, some people will take all this brief and they will go directly to the developer. Don't be that person because you will miss out on the after sales service. The developer basically will assist you with the purchase and that's it. After you pay the 24%, they will tell you goodbye. But when you stay with us, when you have someone that you can trust, we will make sure that all your documents are sorted. Anything that you need will be followed up with. So this is the difference. And also the after sales service, if you want to resell, if you want to rent, we will handle this all for you. So make sure you reach out on the number below. Whether you're an investor or even a broker who wants to work with us, we handle both basically. So thank you for watching and stay tuned. We will upload more videos of different visits to different developers just like this one.